Welcome to Musty Millennials. Today, we're unfolding the awkwardly large paper of nostalgia because we're talking maps. We're talking compasses that never pointed north, glove box atlases no one could fold back correctly, and those fragile AAA TripTiks your parents swore by on every road trip. We went from arguing over which exit to take, with our dad gripping the steering wheel way too tight, to trusting a robot voice named Karen on our TomTom, to yelling at Google Maps for rerouting us into a Taco Bell parking lot. Speaking of things that took us in the wrong direction but are still somehow iconic, let's kick it over to our hosts. Here they are, Gina and Kyle.
I, in my head, was reading it AAA TripTiks, but it's AAA. I mean, I know it, but when I was like looking at the
Oh my gosh.
iPad, I was like, AAA, weird.
Huh.
And then when he
Never
said it,
heard
I was
of
like,
it.
Duh.
Must be a really, really...
No, I like knew it, but I didn't. You know,
What level
Sure.
of baseball is right below Major League Baseball? Is it?
AAA.
Is that you would go baseball after...
I was
would
thinking the car
battery.
would help. Yeah.
That would also work. Do you say the AAA batteries or the AA batteries?
If I got time.
Who's got time for that?
Yeah.
AAA's? Oh, batteries. Duh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I mean, like, or AAA, the car thing.
I was thinking the car thing.
Well, it is.
That's what it is.
But in all those scenarios, it's written AAA, which is like why I knew.
Yeah,
it was
but
a
you
thing.
see it, you eyeball it. It's
AAA.
AAA.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
Well, now I do.
I mean, this was a long
Here's
walk.
where we
Well,
are.
just for the record, to kind of back you up, which I really don't like doing, I wrote it phonetically in here. I put triple-A instead of
See?
AAA, just so that I would read it. Because I'm ripping through this. I don't want to make any mistakes. So I wrote
Well,
down
that's how
triple-A.
you have to put it in prompter if you're,
Yeah.
talent.
Yes.
So there you go.
Yeah. Like NCAA, right? Double.
Ooh.
It's like 50%, right? Percent. Like, don't do dumb shit, you know?
Oh my
No
god.
Yeah.
room for error.
Words.
Full words. That's stressful.
Yeah, you get used to it. It's not that hard.
Want to hear what made me feel old?
I go first. It's your day.
You're right. How dare I?
I know. And I want
go.
to talk about mine, and I'm really excited about
Okay.
it. Brandon's actually probably going to fucking hate it because we went, obviously, to Newport as a big, fun family group and watched this a bunch against the will of mostly the men.
The Holiday?
Summer House. Oh, The Holiday is a fucking fine film.
We did watch Summer House.
So I started rewatching it.
Okay.
Because for no
Why
fucking
not?
reason.
Yeah.
So I turned it back on. I re-queued that shit up. And the early seasons, watching them, what freaked me out the most is the timestamps
What do you mean?
of how late they're coming home.
Oh, like 2:30 in the morning? They come in like it's
6 a.m.
10 a.m.
No, I'm
no.
like, they're doing crazy shit.
I know, but that's because they were on drugs then.
No, exactly. And it like gives me a pit in my stomach to see them walking into the house at 5.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like,
I
you
am
guys are
having anxiety.
fucked.
And
Yeah.
then in the early seasons, they would go back to the city. It was mostly the first season, but a lot on Monday mornings. They'd wake up at 4 after a big Sunday fun day,
Stop.
drive back and go fucking to work.
No, thank you.
So I'm watching this like it
White
used to
knuckling?
calm me down and be like,
No.
oh, like I watch Vanderpump sometimes when I have like the Sunday scaries with like a bad hangover.
That's a good one.
Because I'm always going to be a better person than you.
1,000%.
So it's just like calms me down. It's like no matter what I did last night, it ain't as bad as this.
Jack
So-
Taylor's got you covered.
Exactly. So you're perfect. And I thought Summer House would just kind of do the same thing. It does not soothe me.
No.
It actually gives me a pit in my stomach that people are out when the birds are chirping and they're walking in their home and it's too
but-
late.
The funny thing about Summer House, which I think we talked about this weekend, is that Kyle's fucking 45.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, they're not even young. They're just losers.
Yes. And then they would also drink all day. And now I find myself not thinking, oh, that's so fun. I'm like, how are they lasting?
Well,
granted, yes, drugs,
So
but
the lasting thing has bothered me for years.
Yeah.
I'm like, but actually, to Paige's credit, she naps a lot. That
Yes.
tracks. And
Yes.
she stays in and goes to bed when all these people go out. So that leads me to believe Paige is not doing the
but
drugs.
then I thought about my sister Allie, shout out to a real warrior. She drank all day with you and then went out
that
until
was
1
the most
o'clock in the
psychotic
morning.
thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, but then she slept the entire next day.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
She
did.
appeared for 10 minutes, and then we didn't see her till dinner.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that is a good point.
No, we saw her at Polo and that was late afternoon.
Wait, that was the same day as Polo?
Yeah.
Oh, so she rallied.
Yeah, at the end of the day. But like in the time she was sleeping, her kid shit outside on the floor.
No, that was the next day.
By the way, were you the one that wiped it up?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just use a hose?
I don't know.
I saw you out there wiping it off pavement. Just spray it.
Okay, so two things. You wanted to tell her what to do, and when you asked her, did you wipe it up, you knew the answer because you said, I saw you out there.
I forgot who did it. But if it was you, I was going to call it out and say use a hose.
The kids were using the hose, and it was attached to their water source.
Excuse me, kids. I'm the adult. I need the hose to spray off this kid's shit.
Also, I didn't think it was that big when it happened. Like, I thought it was just like a turd or two.
Yeah.
And as I'm getting into it, it's messier and messier. So all of a sudden, I'm like, oh shit, it's here, it's here, it's here. So I didn't register my challenge. I didn't
You're just
survey
chipping
the
away,
scene.
and you're like, damn it.
I didn't.
Like, where is the end of this
But you
turd
did.
pile?
You stayed in it and went all in, and it was barely noticeable. You still probably could have used the hose at the end, but most of the
I mean, I was done cleaning up my niece's shit. That was for damn sure.
Yeah.
I did.
I mean,
I was just praying for rain before my parents came back.
Oh my God, that's so funny. That is a good sister.
I mean, what was I supposed to leave the poop there?
No, I don't think you can.
I don't think I can.
You had
no choices. But this is my advice, though. If anyone ever poops anywhere, make sure you eyeball it and then decide your best plan of attack before you just
Don't go
start
knee
willy-nilly
deep in the
thinking
poop.
Well,
yeah.
consistency matters too. If it's really squishy, you're just spraying that. But if there's some solid turdies, you got to pick those up.
See, I didn't know any of that. I wouldn't do it.
No, she pooped and then stepped in it, so it was like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it was on her feet.
Yeah.
Cool.
She did self-report, though. She came to the screen and screamed, I pooped!
I pooped. Yeah, she told everyone. It was really cute, actually. Okay, this is a really weird one, and I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the lingo, but do you know a pretty vulgar word that's like back that people use in a different way, like at work?
Like, I'm back?
Like,
Or
it's
like-
come back around. Like, and I don't think it was ever around, so maybe it's just...
No. What? Is it the word back? Like a synonym for that?
No.
Oh.
I said, what's a vulgar word that's come back into the thing?
Oh.
Like into the vernacular.
That wasn't clear,
That wasn't...
but it is
okay,
now.
okay. Sorry, I didn't take you along with me.
I was like, my back?
Okay,
Yeah, that's what
you were thinking. Oh my God, speaking of this is funny. Well, maybe it's not funny, but this made me
You're
feel
going to tell
old.
us anyway.
Did you hear that Dove commercial where they redid the song My Neck, My Back, and you're like ready for it to be like our millennial ghetto dirty next thing, and it's like a wholesome Dove commercial?
Oh my God, that's funny.
It's
I did not
so
see that.
funny. I'm gonna just
Here, I'll look it up and play
please do. So what's the word that has returned into language that is like a crazy word to be saying, and people are apparently saying it in regular everyday, like at work?
I don't know.
Did you know that?
Well, that word has never bothered me.
Doesn't your 7-year-old nephew listen to this show?
Yeah, we should cut it out then. But it's my feel old. You can't.
All right, I'll bleep it. How about that?
Okay, well, this is what I learned at my dinner. Are you going to bleep it? Can I just go all in?
You can use the word. I will bleep the word every time it is said. Because this word is worse than the F word, in my opinion.
but or it's not.
Or it's not.
Well, it is back now.
I think it's...
They're reclaiming it. That's
the
their
thing. It's like it's not going
is
to
it
be...
something positive and rosy?
I'm trying to tell you if you just let me say my sentence. So, is a good word. It's used at work. It's like, listen, it's like a 19, this is what someone at the dinner said. It's like a 19-year-old in Poland saying, you are serving
No.
Yes, and then there was... Okay, this is also a thing.
this
One
is
of
a
the
thing.
Bravo Lebs
Of
had a
their
necklace
hair.
that said on it because, like, call me that.
Yeah,
like, I'm a boss
she's
bitch,
reclaiming
basically.
It. Well,
yeah.
and they were also telling each other, like, that's such a bob.
Yeah.
Like, her haircut.
I don't
it's
like
a
this
thing.
at all. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, but see, I think this is a whole other conversation. But like, I just think words are what we make them, and so
you believe that is fine to flip around.
Well, it just was a word that
This is too much.
it's just a word that never like offended me. You know what I mean? Like some people are deeply offended by that word.
British people say it a lot.
Yes, if you
and they don't think it's a big deal.
Me that, or you called me a bitch, like
say
I would
it.
feel the same. Like fuck you. It's not more
There's
offensive
so much
than the
more
other.
sting. Like when if I've ever used the C word, I'm like, ooh, like I don't like to say it. It's like bad.
But I feel
It's
like that's
like bad.
But that's, I think, something that we created. Like, it needed to just have more zip than bitch. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So now it's like, we all decided that it's like, ooh,
well, that's their
the C
point.
word.
That's what it means to reclaim it. That's like when, what's her name? Roseanne Gay tried to take back fat.
Oh, yeah. That
And
was
it's
Roseanne
like,
Barr?
it didn't happen. Yeah.
Fetch isn't happening on that one. But, no, I just think, like, who cares?
Yeah, well, now
Just don't call me any bad words, and I won't fucking punch you in the face.
yeah, well, is now good though, so it's not bad.
Right. But like if you said something to me like, I mean, you would never say this, but like you have hair, I would be like, I would be like, Gina, you're not cool,
you're an idiot.
And also like you're stupid,
and like take your socks back down to your ankles. You fucking idiot.
I just don't recognize you.
Yeah,
but like if you said that, I just wouldn't be offended. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, it's just silly.
It's just silly.
It's honestly slapsticky at this point.
No, that's what I mean. It's
and
just
like imagine just like a 10-year-old like, you're serving. Like,
yeah.
What?
No.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's honestly slapsticky.
It's very silly.
Okay. Are you ready for my topic?
No,
Nope.
because Brandon hasn't felt old yet.
Oh, what made you feel old there, babe?
Well, real quick, I got the Dove. Let
song.
your body.
That'll lighten things up after the C word talk.
Wait, lighten what up?
The mood.
All my ladies roll your deal like this. When you move your body, feel confident. All my ladies try this deal real quick. Let your body how you see fit. My neck, my back, my legs and pits, all that. My neck.
It's a Dove commercial.
Also, I like that we didn't say my pussy and my crack, but we said I just want to make
no,
that
I think
clear.
I said pussy and crack.
You didn't.
Oh.
No one ended up finishing the punchline.
Oh.
Which is like, I just remember that
We're
middle
an
school
explicit
cafeteria.
podcast.
All you
dance.
ladies roll your Dio like this, like deodorant.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Hilarious. All right, so my made me feel old. It's kind of a twofer
Cool.
because both of them aren't that great.
Okay.
But we were just talking about socks, so it made me think of the other one. Same trip, work trip to Sonoma. I saw a kid at the bar, and he was a younger kid, no calf muscles, socks halfway up
Do you
his
think
leg.
he's ever gonna get over this?
So I
Should
went.
we
to-
just say yes, wear them?
So
yeah,
I
sure,
went.
go for it.
So I went to take.
bozo.
I went to take a picture. I went to take a picture of it, and my flash was on. So that was one.
Oh, that's bad.
So then my flash went off, and I had to bury my phone.
Oh my God.
so
yeah.
tricky. That's
I
like
have to go.
that's
Check
like
please.
young
Check please.
man.
I was
That's
gonna get
young
another
man
beer because I was
status.
at a brewery. I was like, check please. That was the first part, but the second part was same
I
trip.
can't.
I had to drive from one farm to another, so I was in the car for like I don't know, hour and 15 minutes. I was like not paying attention, listening to music, just kind of like zoned in, and I realized for a strong 10 to 15 minutes, I was locked in at 10 to 2.
Oh.
That's
10.
pretty lame too. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That was my original made me feel old. But when you said socks, I just thought on the same trip, my flash
Honestly,
went
I like the first one better.
off. Yeah.
So embarrassing.
But the 10 and 2
old
was
man.
bad too. When I was like, it
Brandon,
made me
that
think.
is so embarrassing. I
Yeah.
like
The
can't
flash
stand it.
thing is
The
like,
flash thing,
oh, old man, your flash
that's
is
like
on.
sketch comedy. Like someone did that bit.
Yeah, like, and also,
Yeah,
It's
but
very
I did it
funny.
in real life.
right. But it's just,
Yeah.
it's a little absurd.
It's
but
so
I love it.
funny though.
Did he notice? He must
No,
have.
his back was to me.
So his
luckily.
friends noticed.
Someone else noticed.
Someone
though.
noticed.
Someone else noticed.
Well, because on the other
This
side of the bar
fucking
was a
creep
mirror.
show.
So yeah, it's like
A mirror, so to reflect it to the high
Yes,
heavens.
yes.
Oh
And he was
my
trying to take
God.
a picture of his foot.
Yeah.
He must be like,
This
this
He's
guy's
like,
are you
nuts.
putting this
Guy's
on
a foot
Feet Finder?
fetish.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
Well, the person next to him was wearing flip flops, so probably thought I was taking a picture of his feet.
Even worse.
that was great.
Okay, are you ready for the evolution of maps?
Let's
yes.
do it.
It's only a couple phases. The first phase was like
From the
the dawn of time.
yeah.
600
Yeah.
BC Babylonian maps.
Yeah,
Yes.
so pre 95 and then a couple more.
Okay.
But the reason why I'm saying that is it's from when we're little, not like just us as map users. It's like what we observed of our parents.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously. So pre-digital is the first era,
Yep.
right? And so paper maps, and then that's like what I think of when I think about pre-digital. But don't forget, we also would like have a conversation. I'd be like, Kyle, how do I get to blah, blah? And you would talk directions out and like your parents or you would like
Write 'em
write
down.
them
Yeah.
down. And like there was like symbols to like make it faster.
Well,
and then
and
you
there
would
was-
take the paper in the car and literally follow the fucking directions.
And there was markers because like sometimes you can't see the street sign, but there's a white barn on the right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So after the white barn, you're gonna take the second left.
Yes.
And then like you'd be like white barn.
Yes.
Like
At the McDonald's,
Yes.
at the light at the McDonald's, make a right.
yes. And so you're right. It is landmarks. And then or you just fucking memorized them. Like you
Yes.
just knew where you had to go and you paid attention. I've never
Yes.
paid attention in the car to the directions unless I don't know, unless it's by accident because I'm
Right.
always having maps on. But you had to like be alert, take it in so that next time you could do it again.
Right.
So you said AAA TripTiks. That was like the go-to
Yeah.
paper
My dad
map.
was just talking about that.
So the paper maps were, I think you said this when we were joking about it, but you can like, everyone has like a visual of a parent or someone like taking them out on the hood of the car.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you literally
And it
have
was
to
like a
pull
debate.
over. Yeah, and it was like, I think we're here.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, a little bit more. It's
And
like,
then
is
let's
to
go this way.
scale?
No, that's a stupid idea. We're going this way.
Yeah, totally. But it's just like so archaic. And then we would remember them spreading them on the dashboard. And then remember the like sort of fear when you like missed the route, because then it was like if they
Pull
were like
back out the
map. Backwards.
Yeah, and this is the same for Mapquest, but you're like I have to like retrace my steps, but like I'm on a highway,
right?
So
and
it's
like
not
left
that
is
easy.
right. Is it?
Yeah, where did I actually come from? What was I on?
What
Like
street was it?
Well, and
like-
sometimes the exits don't match. Like there's an exit off, but not an exit on.
right.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
just-
saying.
yeah.
So it just the chaos and anxiety that would cause.
But I remember, like, in old cars, you'd get in anyone's car, and it would be like the maps would be stuffed in all of the doors.
Yes.
And it was like almost a badge of honor to be
Yeah.
like, this is where I fucking been.
yeah, like, these are my trails.
Yes, and like if you only had one map, it's like, oh, not a traveler.
Yeah,
are ya?
clearly.
You know?
And you
Like,
couldn't fold them. I said it in the open. Like you would always try, but they were way.
They were so
poofy.
fatter, so you're shoving
You'd
them
put
in
them in
there.
the glove
Oh yeah,
box. You'd open your glove box.
once
and
you
they'd
open
pop
them
out.
once and you take the crisp out,
Yeah.
it's over. It's over.
Yes.
They're all fluffy as hell.
And they're so big that folding it that way is like origami
Like the
at a certain
accordion
point.
style is never going to
You
work.
couldn't get it back to
Yeah,
how
it
it's-
was folding in and on itself.
It's original sort of form.
So I asked ChatGPT when I did
shocking.
this prompt, what's still around today, if anything, for each of these phases. And this is rarely ever used, that apparently AAA still offers TripTiks, which is crazy. And then this actually makes sense. The people that are still using paper maps are hikers. It's like topographies and shit. That's where people use maps still.
Yeah.
Well, TripTik 2 is now an app through AAA. So it's not, I don't think you're getting the paper versions anymore.
I guess TripTiks is just like a feature in
It's
their
a,
app.
Yeah, it's a feature in their app
So,
that,
yeah, so
that like
really
highlights
it's not
landmarks
around,
and
it's just the
things to
feature.
do. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So then,
But real quick, sorry, the TripTik was like, do you guys remember those?
the yellow like accordion thing.
Well, they were more of like a pamphlet, and it was like, I think it was spiraled at the top, and you would just open, but you would get sections. So you would get like, the Catskills, or
Yeah,
you would get,
I do
you would
remember
get
that.
certain sections, and then you would have to like, okay, now I'm going off this map, and then you'd have to flip.
Find
to-
the other
yeah,
one. Yeah. Actually, that's a great point.
Yeah.
I think I was too young to actually be part of this conversation. I just remember observing.
we weren't
it.
involved. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't like a participant.
Yeah, no one was asking for our advice about like north
Nor
route or south
do
route,
I
you know?
think that I'm like a good map reader. So I mean, I could,
Absolutely
but
not.
like I'm not practiced.
But my grandparents like drive a lot. My Mumu and Mushi, they would drive like they lived in Maine, but they would drive down to Florida for half the year, and they would drive the whole way.
A lot of people do
And
that.
so
I feel
like
it's
he was like
crazy.
a big. They were
Maps
always
guy.
he loved maps.
Honestly, I feel like it's like a sign of intelligence if you can fucking crack 'em.
100%. We used to call him Rand McNally. He's driven everywhere. He
totally
loves maps.
respect that.
Drives. If he wants to go on a trip, he's driving there. Like I've seen them get. My grandmother's from Norway. They've been to Norway. Like I don't know. Mumu goes, Mushy does not. He is a driver.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, he's been a couple times,
but he's like not trying to like.
he's
fly.
like, if I can't take my car,
like I'm not.
I'm out. Like that
Honestly,
doesn't sound like a fun
I
vacation.
respect that.
I know it's
So,
very funny, but his
big
wife is
map
Norwegian.
guy, I imagine. So, what is a person who grew up primarily in the map generation using today?
He just knows the routes.
See, that's what I mean. Just he's still in that.
Or he's
memorized
still-
it.
And you know what's funny? He's probably like, go down to Wagner Ave,
Yes.
make a left. Us, once you get off our street, I don't really know a lot of
Well,
the
they
roads.
still want to talk to you about directions. That's something funny. Is like I would talk about Brian's Lake House. Mushy drove there,
Oh my god!
and he just like figured it out. He just was like, "Oh, I know what town it's in. I'll follow the lines to Lake Hayward." He probably looked it up on a map and was like, "I can get there. I know where this is generally." He couldn't actually find Brian's house because there was like a different entrance, but he just went there and drove around
Wait,
and then
that's
came back.
insane.
Like he likes to investigate. Where I used to do this actually in college. That's the last place I remember like learning directions. Where when my dad was like, when you move somewhere, just like walk around or drive around. Like just like get lost and try and find your way back.
Yeah, I never.
And
did
so
that.
in Lancaster, I did that a lot. Like especially when I first moved there and didn't know anyone. I was still playing
you
field
knew
hockey.
those back roads. Really
I would
well.
drive and get lost all the time and then figure it out.
Yeah, that's actually.
But
really
like that's not
smart.
something I do anymore.
I don't think I've ever done it, but I definitely.
But it was like a fun thing to do because then you actually know where you are.
Yeah, I've never experienced that,
Yeah.
so I don't know that feeling.
Oh well.
But that's the problem. That I am the problem.
Yes.
Next iteration after the paper maps is the early online maps, Mapquest. So obviously it's still paper because you're printing it. I didn't remember this, but apparently Mapquest and Yahoo Maps were the big ones.
I was going to say, there was another one. I couldn't remember what
I don't
it was.
remember
We were
that.
Mapquest people.
I was totally a Map.
I think
can
everybody.
picture the Mapquest like signs and like.
But that's when we were
think
driving.
of it. It's
That's
when we were
like,
learning
my
how
mom
to
would
drive.
print out the directions and be like, Bible, like read this, don't lose it.
Well, and it was stressful because you had to like look at it while you were driving.
And I'm 16 and I'm not good at it.
You're not like an experienced
Yeah.
driver. Yeah. And then they were like multiple pages. So you're like
Yes,
fucking flipping a
stapled together.
book. Yeah. It's like, who the fuck has time for that? And then like if you get a coffee and spill it on your printout, then what do?
You fucked.
It's over.
Or like people would stop and ask for directions. Like that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Totally. Also, remember how you were saying that printer's like 1 million years old?
Yeah.
Imagine you didn't have print, like paper. Sorry, you didn't have ink to print. You're like,
Yeah.
I
You
can't
have
go.
to write it down.
Yeah,
You'd be
and
like,
look,
I can't go.
is that 38 miles or 88 miles?
Yes.
Because you can tell by the ink
it's
streaks.
so bad. And then you would like do the thing that I said, but same thing with MapQuest, where you would panic if it wasn't the exact directions on MapQuest.
Well, I ran into a problem. My mom printed me out something and then I drove over a state line and I didn't realize exits changed. Like the numbers. So I was like, oh, it's not yet. And I ended up going way too motherfucking far
Yeah,
because
not
I was
good.
like waiting for the wrong exit because at a state, she was like, at state lines, they change, Kyle. And I
yeah,
called her
but
and I
who
was
would have
like,
noticed? Come on.
well, I mean,
Maybe someone.
I
Not
think,
you.
Yeah, it was not me.
Well,
I got
also, like,
so lost.
yeah, because you probably went doubly far.
Yes, I did.
Oh, that sucks.
And then I had to retrace my steps in a place that was not MapQuested.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Yeah, it was not good.
I don't like that at all.
But now I know that state lines, they can change them up a little.
That's a good lesson to learn.
Yeah.
The MapQuest website is still active.
So that's what I was just about to say. They still exist, but mostly irrelevant.
Yeah.
Google Maps and Apple Maps have taken over. Okay, so I just got into a debate, which I guess actually, let's save it, but think about this. What is your go-to map? Don't say it now. When you open your phone and you have navigation.
Okay,
I
I
have
have it.
a lot of beef about certain answers.
Also, I don't want to step on this because this is going to get into quiz territory.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to hit on those a little bit.
That's fine, but not too many.
Not too crazy.
Not too hard.
Okay, fine. I'll just do a little light touch.
Yes.
Okay, so this one is probably the one that I have the most like PTSD about. The early GPS devices. So Garmin's and TomToms. So for those that don't know, and if you don't, it's probably a good thing because they are torturous. They are huge like blocks,
Yes.
and they basically like suction cup to your window, and they used to leave horrible stains on the window. They would fall off and scare the shit out of
yeah,
you
it was like
when
a-
you
it
were
was like a
driving.
brick
And you
falling
had to
off.
do this like stupid like lick it fucking trick
Yes.
to get moisture on
And
it.
when it would fall, you try and catch it by the cord,
Oh my
and you're like
God.
trying to whip it
was
back up.
Totally. And then you're like trying not to kill yourself
Yes.
while you're like grabbing at your Garmin and it's
More
talking at
dangerous
you.
than talking
And
on
do
the
you
phone in the car.
Do you remember rerouting? It was like this
Always.
bitch was always rerouting, and it was
Yes.
like just and you're like you didn't download the latest map. You know, it was like, have you had
Oh,
the
yeah.
update? And it's
You
like,
had to
no, bitch,
update
I
the-
don't have the USB.
You're right.
So we're gonna go on the maps that were 6 roads ago.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're going to visit your friend in a new development, good
Yeah,
luck.
You're
like
done
it's
for.
over. It's
Because guess
over.
what? On Garmin and TomTom, it's woods.
And when it
Oh
would
my God.
lose you, sometimes it would just be like your car over water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And it was almost
like,
like,
when are we
an
gonna
old
come back?
school video
Yes.
game, and it would just be like shaking, and you're like,
I fingers crossed we
like,
come back.
where's the
because-
satellite? And then you would like look up, like you could see it, like just beam down to me, whatever the fuck you're
you know what
doing.
was annoying too was the cord. It was plugged in, and then it was plugged into what was it? Your
Your ashtray.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Which
that-
is crazy because
but
we
that
also don't have
cord,
those anymore.
you'd always fight that cord
Yes,
trying to like
no,
turn.
it's well, especially when it fucking exploded off the dash, because then you're trying to like fight the cord
Yes.
and drive. And there is nothing more that I hate than a GPS unit.
Yeah.
That's-
Although your dad did say, which I didn't remember, he had one that hung on the
Rearview mirror.
rearview mirror.
I
Mine was
remember
always
people
stuck to
having
the
those,
window.
but I never had that. Mine were always window.
Mine was stuck
Mine
to
were-
the window too.
And
Yeah.
I remember TomTom was like the poor man's and Garmin's was the nice one, or was it the other way around?
I think Garmin was like elite.
Yeah,
like businessmen had Garmin.
I was gonna say I remember buying a TomTom, and then I felt like, damn, I need a Garmin to like really step. up my
the names
game.
even speak to that.
Yeah,
It's just
that's true.
It was just
You
so
want a
annoying.
TomTom? It sounds like a pom pom. You don't want that.
Well, also I remember
2 of your brothers though. That's kind of cool.
That's true. We don't need to.
Is that? Oh yeah. Well, not only that, I remember when the earlier cars started getting the in-car navigation, and it was like not at all high tech. It was like almost like orange pixelated.
Yeah.
Like left, right, and then their maps were never downloaded. And I remember the evolution of coming off the GPS. It was long, slow, and hard.
It was. I agree with you. That was a tough. I almost preferred Mapquest because sometimes you would lose satellite, and you're like, it was like 0.5 miles. You're taking this exit, and then you'd lose satellite. And you're like, then what? Then what?
No,
Come
it
back.
was so annoying.
Or if any highway changed exits, which they are known to do.
Is this a sore spot for you?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And then, but like that happened to me too, where the numbers weren't matching with my updated maps on my Garmin.
Yes.
So it was like, do I take this one? And nowadays, which they don't need to do anymore, but like they're redoing them in Connecticut, and it'll say like old exit 30.
Oh.
So it has the new exit, but it'll say on the bottom old exit 30.
Can I take a little sidebar here on this topic?
Yes.
Some states, when you're driving on the state highways, the exits correspond with the mile.
Yeah.
They do?
So like if it's 32 and then 30, those 2 exits are 2 miles apart.
Yes.
Other states, 32 and 30 could be 60 miles apart.
Well, that's what I think Connecticut's
60,
trying to do. They're resetting them
Changing
all
it to the miles?
so that it's mileage, so that you can count your miles. Because then it'll be like if they're within a mile, like you're in a city, it'll be A, B, C, D, E, F.
Because when you enter a new state, sometimes you'll be at exit 13, you'll enter a new state, and you're at 242 because you're at the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
That's her point.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't actually take note of any numbers. I just wait for the
know.
map to tell me.
We're
where
not
to go.
surprised by that.
Yeah.
Just
this
so
is your era.
But you know what though? So it's not a problem for me.
You know what was funny too with the Garmin's and the TomToms? You would have to, after a couple years, even if you were downloading and updating, they'd be dead, and you'd have to reset it. And I'd be mid-drive, and it would just like crap out.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
TV
great.
like going zip, like a little like.
And you'd have to you'd pull over, you'd unplug it, you have to hold
blowing it.
You'd put the pen in like a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Like trying to get the dust out of it. So fucking.
No,
annoying.
they were like terribly unreliable.
Well, and did you also have that ghetto police finder thing?
Oh, the scanner?
oh my God.
With the lights?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would be like beep beep, and it was like constantly beeping, and there was never fucking cops.
there's
and
never
I'm like,
cops.
what? And I was always
And also,
so
what are the
paranoid.
sensors picking up?
But do you want to hear a funny story about that?
Yeah.
If you're going too fast, they know people used to have those, so they wouldn't flip it on until they saw you coming because they knew you were going way past all these other cars so fast, so they'd flip it on the last second. So one time I was going really fast, over 90 miles per hour, and I had the thing, and all of a sudden it just went, because you know when it starts to pick it up in the distance, it was like beep, and then you get closer, it's like beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it just went beep, like full tilt. So he just flipped it on me, and he got me.
Oh, see, I actually didn't think they ever
Over
worked,
90?
Nor would I.
Yeah, I was late for work. I was going really fast on a highway.
Where were you?
Did you get reckless driving?
Pittsburgh. Oh, my parents took my driver's license for months.
Wow.
And I had just gotten it like 3 months before that.
Well, that tracks as to how you were driving.
Yeah, it feels like a little reckless
Yeah, it
driving.
feels like
Actually,
it was a
like
straightaway
an
for what it's
appropriate description.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those things were a racket, is what we can say clearly.
Yes.
And everything was so chunky. Everything was just so
It was
much
just like
visual.
wires and
yeah, it's like
clunky
all of it
and-
was no good. But similar to how I remember making the shift to the like in-car navigation, I remember my first CarPlay experience.
Oh.
It was one of my Volkswagens, and it was like, I was like, oh, this is a cool feature. And then I remember like a year later, there wasn't a car that didn't have it.
Yes.
But I remember it being new and being like, I can just like do it on my phone. That's pretty cool. And then you like just start using maps on phones all of a sudden.
Yes.
It just like transitions.
Yeah,
So
it
that-
happens very quickly.
Because now the cars don't have navigation.
Yeah, they
You
do.
just have CarPlay. No, they do.
Yeah, my car has navigation, and it's a 2024.
Yeah, I think all cars have that option.
But like, who's using it?
My dad.
Okay.
Honestly,
That tracks.
That
Okay,
makes
And
sense.
it fucking pisses me off when he types it in.
Is it like up? Oh my God.
Because he like
Remember how
can't do
annoying
it.
it was? Well,
no.
Yeah,
It's like this is painful.
Well,
just let me do it on my phone. Just please.
literally, I remember those keyboards, and then they would like not like hit when you would hit them, and you'd be like doing it so
Yes.
hard because you wanted to go faster, but it was just fucking annoying.
Or like you thought you had it really quick, and then you end up going to the street in New Jersey instead of the street in New York.
Oh my God, and then you have to back out and try again, and then
because
you're like,
oh, it's
really
right there.
slow.
But then you end up having to type everything. Or
Literally
they
so
never worked
maddening.
properly either because you have to have the exact number.
Yeah, they were so buggy.
It was so crazy.
See, your dad needs to start using the CarPlay.
Yeah, I mean that's a super tall order. He can't even answer text messages.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Unfortunate.
that's sort of where I'll end it because I'll hit this one light. But I'll just say, this is.
Wait,
I guess we're going to talk about.
We gotta. This can't just be in the quiz. This is all we're doing today.
Well, I was going to say something.
Oh, okay.
Google Maps, Apple Maps, and Waze.
Yeah.
What is your poison?
Okay, that's a quiz question. But
Do you have a percentage of users?
I have 5 questions because this was super hard. And I asked ChatGPT to help me, and the quiz was too easy. And then I had to do it on my own. But I am a Google Maps loyalist.
See, okay, what are you?
Waze.
Me too. So
is Brian.
okay, but here, that's not nothing we've said so far is crazy. I got in the car the other day with a 39-year-old woman, so one of us. She pops on Apple Maps.
A lot of people use Apple Maps.
No, they don't.
No, they shouldn't.
Apple Maps, I remember when it came out, and this is a millennial thing because it was at the time that we were younger and like driving still. I mean, we're driving now, but like I remember this happening. The Apple Maps was so inferior, and it became like a huge conversation about their upload not being good, and they ended up correcting it, but to me, they are a stain.
No, agreed.
Do you know what I use Apple Maps for? Because I just don't know how to do it, honestly, in Waze and Google Maps is dropping pins.
Oh, I don't even know how to do that anywhere.
Yeah, I do it in.
Me neither.
I just do it in Apple Maps, and it gives you the coordinates, the latitude and longitude, and then you plug it into.
Well, like people always say that, like drop a pin.
Drop me a
I'm
pin.
not going to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm like,
I'm just going to send you the name of where I am.
Yeah, but for like what I'm doing in my job on all these farms, there's like no addresses. It's a plot of land.
Yeah, that's
so
pretty
I
cool.
have to drop a pin to send it to the guys that are meeting me there tomorrow and be like,
I guess
this
it
is
has its
location
use.
1, and I have to send them pins for all of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I hope I
feels-
never have to drop
Yeah,
a
that
pin.
feels like a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
But yeah, so the thing is, it now combines, which is the beauty of it. And I don't need my little like cop fucking radar, ETA, alternate routes, traffic updates, lane guidance. Like I love. That's actually my favorite part, which is so silly.
Well, Waze is a community.
And that's why I love it.
Yeah.
By the way, do you actually contribute?
I feel like that's dangerous.
Brian contributes.
I don't contribute. I always feel like when I try to contribute, I almost kill myself. So
Yeah,
I
that's
stopped.
what I'm saying.
I actually saw a feature literally in the last 2 weeks in their update that they pushed. They have voice to prompt it. Like you don't have to hit anything anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what the commands
Brian
are.
will do it sometimes, and then if I'm driving and we're using his Waze, I like will be like, see, I can participate. Because he was like, I don't know what it does, but like...
No, but is he? There's 2 things you could be doing. I bet he's doing the easier of the 2 because I do
You
this.
just say yes or no if it's still there.
So that's not contributing.
He has reported hazards
Okay,
before.
reporting a hazard is a crazy
Reported
activity.
hazard
Yeah,
ahead.
I've only seen him do it like 2 times.
Well, so
and we're in the car a lot.
The only time I ever do it is when I get infuriated
If you're mad.
because I'm in traffic.
Yes.
But then I'm
Like, bitches
stopped.
need to know.
And then I'm like, I like very aggressively pick hazard, like, and then it's like traffic, light traffic, medium, moderate traffic, or heavy. I'm like fucking heavy. I'm only there when it's heavy.
Yes.
Because I'm so mad about it. It's
Yes.
like writing a Yelp review. Like you're never gonna hear from me when it's good. So I'm only coming when it's the worst of the worst.
Yeah, I just never use Waze.
Guess
Well-
what? Guess who's winning the map war?
Waze.
Google.
Oh.
Because
So
Google
Google-
owns Waze.
Google also is starting to do the hazard thing, not as much, but
The cop thing started showing up on Google.
Yeah.
Not as well
not as
informed.
consistent. And like mine, I got one today on the way here that there was an accident. There wasn't an accident. It was just traffic. Like, I just don't think Google's created the right community yet because
Yeah.
Waze is all reports.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
it's
I was
good.
going to say, like, the Waze report when it's like, hey, is this still here?
Yes.
And then if enough people say no, then they pull it from the map.
Right.
Well, that's where I said That way I do contribute. Like if I see it and it's easy and I know
All the
it's there,
time.
I say it's still there. Particularly the cops. I feel like I'm passing on a good deed.
You know what's funny about that? We'll
What?
be driving. We'll be in the car for a few hours going to Pittsburgh or whatever. And you'll like be reading a book or watching your show or something like that. And I'm driving and the kids are sleeping. It's like 11 p.m. And it's like, is this still there? And you'll lean over.
I want
You're not talking to me. You're not in
That's
communication with me.
hilarious.
I
But
just,
you
like,
will.
You're connected to the
You're
drive.
listening to Waze and like, you know what? It's not there
particularly
anymore.
the cops. Like, I just want us all to stand in solidarity that these motherfuckers are not going to creep on us. And I want to pay it forward, and I expect it to be done and the favor to be passed on to me.
Agreed. The only people I want arrested on the highway, and this came up recently, is the motorcyclists who drive through me.
Oh, through the middle?
Couldn't agree more.
Through the middle.
Well,
They need to jail time.
So,
that pisses me off so much. If I'm
agree
in
with
traffic, bitch, get off the highway.
to just go away.
Just go
also, those are the worst.
dangerous.
The second worst is when it's usually not even you. It's like some old lady that can't drive is going so slow, and then you can see the guy.
Why is it got to be an old lady?
It's usually a woman, but we can make it a man. When an old man is driving and
man.
he can't see over the fucking bars, and the car gets annoyed that he's going so slow, so he makes like a show of like zipping in and out of
Yes.
cars. And to me, that's like always so stressful because everyone else brakes.
Right.
And I'm like, this guy is going to be so mad and showing off and just like clip a car.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
How about, yeah. I was driving back from Delaware and this chick flew by me. I was going like 80. She had to be going 100. And then we hit traffic up there. And so I pull up next to her. I'm like, where is this woman in such a hurry? She's got her left foot up on the dash.
It's me.
Going 100. Left foot on the dash, on her phone, Slurpee, or a giant big gulp in the other hand. Like this. I don't know what she was driving with because she was on her phone, like kind of doing the wheel, going 100 miles an hour.
That's scary.
Yeah.
See, I got to stop doing what I
That
do.
also deserves
Jail
reprimand.
time.
Yeah, that's jail time. And then also if you ride in the left lane.
Oh, slow?
I motherfucking hate that. And I
That's
think
the
in
worst.
Connecticut they're trying to make it like you will
Actually a
get a
passing
ticket.
lane?
Yeah.
Good.
You'll get a ticket if you're just cruising. And I make a show of it. Brian thinks I'm too aggressive of a driver, but
You floor it past them on the right?
I will do that or I'll tailgate the fuck out of him.
Yeah, like I love it. I love
I
it.
have actually beeped at them before.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
I'm
my
like
God.
a big horn guy, and Brian thinks it's super unsafe.
You know what the worst
I don't
is?
like
is
the horn.
the people that come up behind him and flash the high beams at him.
That's a prick move.
I actually feel like
I'm gonna
that's
fucking
so
lay on the horn,
elitist.
or I'm gonna tailgate you for at least 3 miles.
You have to be a straight up
you move.
bully, not like a I don't know, that's like a pompous like finance.
No,
bully.
100%.
It just happened to me, and there was a guy in front of me. So then I pulled over, and the guy came up, and I'm like, "Where are you going, buddy?"
Yeah.
You are so like
Animated,
expressive when these things happen. I'm like, at this point, just put your head down. Like it's just not worth it.
No, if I pass someone in the left lane and they annoy me, I stare at them the whole time.
That's what my dad does.
We talked
It's
about it on
so
one of these
crazy.
Who the
episodes.
fuck are you? And why don't you see me? And they never fucking look at me.
Well,
I had your
honestly,
dad cracking up because when we went to pick up the car in the shop that you put in the shop for the second time.
You like that?
yeah.
So he's driving me, and it was somebody in the left lane going really slow, like didn't know if they were turning. They were like all over the place. He floors it past them and gives them the whole look. And I literally, like years ago, I would just sit there like in silence.
Like, be
but I
afraid.
busted out laughing, and then
so scary.
and then he started laughing. It became a really funny moment.
He is so scary when he's mad. Honestly, I only get big when it's like a dumb bitch woman. Like when like I want to like fight like an equal match.
Yeah.
Like when I see her and she like does something so extreme that like I want to put her in her place, like I'll yell in her window. But other than that, any other type of person, I put my head down like a dog.
No,
that
I'm
pissed.
mad. I have a really bad road
You know what
rage
makes
problem.
me just as mad as the left lane gawkers, the slow
Yeah.
folks, is when someone is coming down and you're waiting to turn because it's a turn, and then they turn but they don't use their turn signal. I like put my hand on my window. I'm like, "Are you going left? Are you going left?"
Oh my God, Grandpa! I have
Fucking
so
annoying.
much
I'm trying to
road
get
rage.
out. But it's a respect for other people and an awareness. I'm trying to get out across this 6-lane, like this crazy
Yeah.
intersection and make this turn. And I'm relying on you to signal to me, "Hey, buddy, you know what? I'm getting off here. You can go." And then they don't put the turn signal on, and then they just slam the brakes on and turn. And then you're left in the middle with
Yeah.
your
So
hands
bad.
up in the air.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. So on the flip side of that, though, do you ever panic when you miscalculate an off ramp and then you realize you're gonna have to be the dick that cuts over,
slams on
but
your
it's
brake?
no, that cuts over, but you're not doing it intentionally? Like because when I like when I'm in the left lane getting off, right, and someone doesn't wait in line and like purposefully goes to the front, I try to like serve justice and like inch up so they can't get in.
Yes,
but when it's me and it's not intentional, I want to tell the other people. So I'm like, the expressions and like the signaling I'm doing are so extreme.
Also, you're like a driver for the people.
Well, I just
what I've gathered.
No, it's not even that. I just want them to know that I fucking hate those
cops.
people too. No, because
you're not letting people in.
I don't want to be seen
We're
as
community.
The dickhead.
Like,
because
Captain
of what
Waze.
you said, though, I want everyone to know that I respect the order that is exiting the highway.
Yeah.
Like merging when it's hey, this lane's closed up here. Every other car.
Oh man.
Every other car. And then you get this guy that tries to squeeze in. It's like that's not the game. That is not the game.
No, I think you missed
the guy
rules.
the guy in front of you already went. You get your ass behind me.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Resonates.
So many things make me angry on the road. I actually shouldn't like drive a lot.
Yeah, I think especially now that you're pregnant, we need to take
Well,
care.
I am like fucking angry. I'll be on the phone with anyone, and like my dad's like, Kyle, the way that you have Tourette's when you're driving, like,
like,
can no one fucking drive today?
Just like literally just in the middle of conversation.
Yeah, and he was like, in the same breath, and you'll go exactly back to what you were talking about.
It's like an out of body experience.
I get so mad, and Brian's like, you can't tailgate, you can't fucking drive like a psycho.
Well, someone will shoot you one day,
right? Or I have a kid in the car, and like I'd fuck it up.
Well, yeah.
So I gotta like cool it.
Yeah.
Or I'm just not going to be a driver anymore. Yeah, because I don't want to cool it. I like fucking...
Yeah, we're only going to roll
going
you out
toe to toe with your driver.
We're
just
only
fuck
roll
these
you out
people
when we're ready to have like fucking
It makes
car
me
wars.
irate. Bad drivers, anyone, get out of my way.
I
what are you doing?
I agree with that. It just depends on
I
if they want
can't
to
cool
fight.
off. I just can't.
What a nice
So we're
little
gonna cool you
detour.
off.
Bad driving bugaboos. I like that.
A detour.
Yeah, you like
pun
that?
intended.
Bang.
Wowee.
And transition to quiz.
Yay. Okay, so my quiz, the first question you should get as a layup.
Waze.
Okay. Name the top 3 apps Gen Z users use for directions.
Oh, come on. Google, Apple, and Waze.
Wow, you got it right.
That's pretty good.
2, what percentage of Gen Z uses their apps regularly?
90.
They don't even drive.
Yeah.
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to
Well, because they use it for
exaggerate.
short and long distances. Even if you live in fucking New York City, you're fucking Google mapping everything.
I Google Map to places that I know by heart.
Well,
Just to be clear.
Also, never mind.
I want to know the hazards.
Yes. Now I'm addicted to traffic.
The traffic and
I
the
need
hazards.
to know. And
yeah.
if Chloe didn't know that, you know how on Google Maps it's like yellow for slow, red for bad traffic.
She didn't know that?
She didn't know the colors changed.
That's crazy.
And if mine goes to red, I'm pissed.
Well, and that's the thing.
And if I'm not in a red zone yet, where is it?
So
Why
actually,
are you telling me now?
From an ETA perspective, like, is there a time that you ever don't use maps? I use maps every single time I get in the car to go to work. I do it, and I drive there every single day because I want to know.
Like going down the street?
Like, what if you were to drive
everywhere.
the train station every day? I don't use my map. I know how to get home.
True. To drive the train station, I don't. That's a good point.
And then,
but
like,
that's
on the way
because I
home,
know how much time it takes.
also
And there's
5
only
minutes
one way
away.
to get there.
And what?
There's only one way to get there.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so what other apps have integrated directions and maps so that Gen Z has to think even less about where things are located?
Like when you Google a store's website, even like, or
Yes.
like, I don't know, it's in everything.
Uber, Lyft, and food delivery are the main ones. So like you can order something, and I actually would run into this in the city a lot. Like I would order from my favorite restaurant, don't know where the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Like no fucking idea.
Actually,
couldn't tell you.
90% of where we order, I don't know where it is.
I have no idea
And
where it
honestly, have you ever had the experience where you find
order
it once
and
and
you're
like,
4
that's
states
a
over?
fucking, no, you're like, that's a dump. I can't believe that delicious food came from that
My Chinese place.
that fucking disgusting
Yes.
rat infested, you know. Like,
Yeah, Brian actually, I think, got pissed. He liked the Chinese food, and then the next he must have seen the location, and then afterwards was like, it tasted disgusting.
Yeah,
I was
like,
no,
you
it
will
didn't.
never look at it the
tasted
same again.
It
You'll
was
never
so
look
good.
at-
We just don't go back there now.
We've
though.
also had the opposite happen where like I'll just like stumble upon something and then we'll be talking to people in town. They're like, "Oh, the famous," and I'm like, I got it right. I knew I liked that
Yes,
one.
thank goodness.
That one was good. Okay, sorry, keep going.
All right, next. There's not a lot. There's only 5. When planning trips and travel, they also use apps which provide full itinerary and direction planning. Can you name at least one of those?
Oh my God.
TripAdvisor?
No.
No.
TripIt.
Wait.
TripIt.
Yeah, I've done TripIt before.
I've never
we
even heard
used
of that.
TripIt for work. I think when I was at Facebook or some time ago.
Do you have other ones there or
Yeah.
no?
There's two others.
Young Jake, I was in the car with him, and he's like, "Hey, have you ever used this?" And like tracks all his stuff.
That's pretty cool.
He's 24, and that's what he uses.
Google Travel is one, and then even Airbnb if you like are like
they
advanced.
do try to like plan your trip aggressively, and I'm always like ignore.
But again, it's like you can look something up. Like I want to go to, even if you know what town you're in, you don't know where the fuck you are in that town. Yeah. I just got an Airbnb here and I'm directed to it, and that's
that's where I stay now.
That's where I stay. And so when you're going to these new locations, you actually have no concept of where you are in relation to the town.
Yeah, that's true.
It's really fucking weird.
It is. So the maps do help when you have like a built-in AI that then tells you what to do.
Right.
I love it.
So then what are the downsides of this GPS dependence?
Well, you would never know how to get anywhere. If electricity were out, I would just sit down.
No,
I could not.
I would just stay put.
I could not get anywhere.
Well, one of it is less development of an internal sense of direction. So like kids nowadays will not have a sense of direction because they have never had to learn where to go. Or like what's logical, or like how you find your way around places. Like New York City is a bad example, but like the grid, the grid will help you. But like, you know, your town where you grow up, you like know the places around town and how to get there.
Well, we don't live far from the place that I grew up when I was really young, and I drive through it to get to different places, and it snaps back.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, to the left was where the movie theater was, and then if you go down and then to the right, I never left.
Right. And so like where my parents live, I can drive around, and like there's some stuff that I don't really remember, but like I can pretty much figure out how to get everywhere.
Well, that's how I feel about like Laura's phone number. Like my best friend growing up, her phone number. I'll never forget it. No. I won't say it now because I don't want to out her, but I could recite it to you in 3 seconds.
Yes.
Charlotte will never know a phone number.
No, and she'll never know how to get anywhere.
That's a scary thought.
But it's funny talking about like around town, because I'll make a turn. I'm like, hey, we're going home, and I'll make a turn, but I got to stop somewhere to get something, and they're like, this isn't the way home. Like they'll know, like just by
they do.
the
Okay, well that's good.
That is good.
Both of them, yeah.
Well, also it's a weaker memory for routes. And you mentioned this to me once, where I was driving here, and I like said something. I was like, oh, on the GPS, and you were like, you don't know how to get here. You come here like every other week.
Oh, that's so funny. I do it every single time.
I do it on my way here. First of all, for traffic purposes. And second, they give me a different way every time. So I take different exits depending on the traffic. So I can kind of figure it out now. Like if the one I get off most, I could probably do it on my own.
Yeah, same. That's how I feel about work.
But
and it's back roads, so it's all different turns.
No, it's so confusing. And so I actually, when I was driving all the time, and granted, I lived in New York for like, 6 or 7 years, so I didn't have a car.
Yeah, that's true.
But like before that, I would drive to my parents' house in Rhode Island, and I would try and memorize it. I used to do this in Vermont too, where I would do it a couple times with the maps, and then I would be like, I can do this on my own.
I don't like that.
And so I memorized how to get from my parents' house to Rhode Island, but I can't do it from my new house.
Honestly, that is sad, because how hard did you work on that?
It took me a good few runs.
Yeah, so it's a waste.
It's not a waste.
Oh,
because
from your parents' house.
I can still remember how to do it from my parents' house.
From your old
and
place.
I know like how to figure it. I kind of recognize
it. You can triangulate a bit.
I can figure it out. But that's something where like I feel like it's like it's an overall lack of understanding of how to get places.
No, our kids will not know.
It's like hugely problematic.
I think it's an important thing that maybe we can say like, hey, can you get me to your school and see if like she can get us there.
Well,
it's
the
like
problem
it's like a memory thing.
She can do it now, and then I mean, we all used to do that. My mom used to say I was so annoying in the car, like you're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
And then you get to the point where you're doing it on your own, and if I have my phone, I'm just going to pick my phone. Yeah. So like Charlotte's going to be good at it now, and then she's going to get a phone and be like, oh, I'll just look it up.
I don't know anything.
And then all of a sudden, your brain power to like remember anything.
Well,
is
it's
gone.
like how I was getting lost in the conversations we were having right now.
Yes.
You know. It's also because my nose has gotten progressively more stuffed.
Yeah, you need a NyQuil there,
in my head right now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I should get out of here. I don't want to get sick.
Yeah, you should, because you can't take anything. So run. No.
Before we get out of here, we're going to take a break due to a miscalculation, but we will not have an episode next week.
Okay, so we're taking a break for a week.
Yep.
Because we can't do math or count weeks on a calendar. And then we'll be back whatever the week after that is.
Yeah.
Because we don't know dates.
Just a one.
But we'll see you in 2
1
weeks.
week off.
Yeah.
We're going to come up with some good topics. I think I'm going to try to get rid of this cold, and then we'll deal with it.
That'll be great.
And then talking to the mic.
Then we'll deal with it.
Yeah. This was fun, though.
Yeah.
But I do think that this GPS situation is good and bad.
The current.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good final thought. I think you spooked me a little on the final thought.
Well, I feel dumber. I used to like work harder to remember things and know where I'm going, and I don't
like
anymore.
Our
I'm just
kids are
cue it up.
Fucked.
Well, we are too. None of us fucking.
But we're old and no one cares about us. I'm just saying, like the next generation is like going to be a bunch of dum-dums.
Well, we're probably the last ones who had to do it on our own, and now no one else will have to. And so they're not going to remember things the same way we do. So like,
yeah, so they're fucked. That was my point.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. Like we're the last generation to remember what it's like before cell phones. We're the last generation to remember what it's like before GPS.
Oh my God. That's like so sad.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Okay. Do you have anything nice to say?
I was going to say, once that kid pops out and he's moving around and everything.
Yeah.
What if we just took a trip and we didn't put up Waze on and we just did the old fashioned way? Like, let's go to the Poconos or let's go somewhere.
And like get lost a little.
And just do a
With
map.
the kids? That sounds like a nightmare.
Do a triple. Well,
no, we
true.
don't have to bring them.
They'll exist. Where are you going to put them?
We'll find a place.
All right. We'll shove them along.
iPads, they'll be good.
Yeah, the iPads is the trick.
Yeah.
So pathetic. Speaking of technology. Okay, so with that, we are the mustiest, dustiest. I'm so head coldy. I'm not even going to try. Crustiest, mustiest, dustiest. All of the above.
Perfect.
Millennials you ever did see. Ta-ta.
Welcome to Musty Millennials. Today, we're unfolding, then awkwardly... Fuck me.
Sorry, did you hear me burp? I tried to hold it in. Sorry.
I definitely heard it.
I tried to swallow it, to be fair.
It almost looked like you did it into the mic quietly.
You like leaned forward. I was like, is she about to say something during my open? How dare you? And then you just ripped one.
I had to make more room in my esophagus. I couldn't get it out.
It's true. I understand.
Do you have room now? Mm-hmm. You drink
Look at her
that.
two-handing
It's
it like a fucking
unbelievable.
child.